Most of us have sedentary lifestyles that demand little or no exercise at all. As a result, weight gain has become a major concern for almost every city dweller. It's not about the hourglass figure or the perfect sculpted and toned body. It's more about staying fit and remaining healthy to ensure a long, disease-free life. Everybody knows those extra pounds spell illness. Follow the tips and watch those extra pounds melt away. Try to have breakfast within 1 hour of waking up so your body can charge itself with the energy it needs for the day. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day, but it does not mean that it should be the most filling meal of the day. 50 to 55% of your diet should be carbohydrates. It's a myth that you should try and avoid carbohydrates when you're on a diet. Carbohydrates are an instant source of energy. 25 to 30% of your diet should be proteins. Protein is an active part of keeping your body healthy. Fats should only be 15 to 20% of your diet. Eat fresh fruit instead of drinking fruit juice. Juice is often sweetened with sugar, but fresh fruit has natural sugars. When you eat the fruit, you're taking in a lot of fiber, which the body needs, and the fruit is an excellent source of vitamins. Try to adopt a vegetarian-style diet. A vegetarian diet is healthy, but research has shown it's often missing vital minerals that come from eating meat. So if you try a vegetarian diet, allow yourself to eat meat on the weekends. Drink plenty of water. Water is not just a way of flushing out toxins. If you have more water in your body, you'll generally feel healthier and more fit. It also helps you feel full, so you don't have the urge to eat so much, and water has no calories. Start your day with a glass of water. It's a wonderful way to start your day, and a glass of water helps lubricate your insides. You can still have your morning cup of tea or coffee, just have it after your glass of water. Drink a glass of water before you eat each meal. Water takes up the space in your stomach so you feel fuller without eating as much. Have another glass of water while you're having your meal. Again, this is another way of making yourself full. Instead of drinking it all at once, take a sip after each bite of food, and it'll help your food settle and you'll feel full faster. Include foods that contain more water, like tomatoes and watermelons. They contain 90 to 95% water, so feast on them as much as you like. They fill you up without adding pounds. Steam your vegetables instead of cooking them. The best option is eating your vegetables fresh. However, if you don't like eating fresh vegetables, try steaming them without adding any additional salt or seasoning. This is the healthiest way to eat cabbages, cauliflowers, and a host of other vegetables. Do not skip meals. The worst thing you can do while watching your weight is skip a meal. It has just the opposite effect that you want it to. You need to have at least 3 regular meals a day. 1 egg a day. It's best if you reduce your egg intake to 3 a week. If you're in the habit of eating eggs every day, limit your eggs to a maximum of 1 a day. Drink black tea or coffee. Black tea or coffee can actually be good for you, but personally, I would like to recommend tea rather than coffee. The caffeine in the coffee is not really good for you because it's an alkaloid and can affect other functions in your body like your metabolism. Reduce your intake of pork. Pork is not something that can help you lose weight, so the lesser pork you eat, the better chances you have of losing weight. And remember that pork includes the pork products as well as with things like bacon, ham, and sausages. Increase your fiber intake. Your body needs a lot of fiber, so try to include it in your diet. Eat as much fruit and vegetables as you can. Control your sweet tooth. Sweets generally mean calories. You don't have to cut out your sweets completely, but eat them in moderation. Every sweet you put in your mouth adds fat cells to your body. Choose a variety of foods from all food groups every day. In addition to helping you lose weight, it also helps your body fight deficiency diseases. Change the foods you eat every day so you don't get bored of your diet. It sounds strange, but some people have reported that they lost more weight when they drank black coffee before a workout. While there's no hard data to support this, nutritionists speculate that the caffeine in the coffee makes the body rely more on fat for fuel during the workout. It's worth trying. Develop a meal schedule and stick to it. Try to have food at fixed times of the day. You can stretch these times by half an hour, but anything more is going to affect your eating pattern. Watch your fat intake. Each fat gram contains 9 calories. By knowing the total calories and the quantity of fat in your food, you can estimate the percentage of fat. Fat content should not exceed 30%. Eat cheat food occasionally, but only for flavor. There are many foods that you need to avoid in your diet, but you may have an undying craving for them. Do not avoid them altogether. Indulge in them once in a while, but only in moderation. Don't use them to fill up, but simply to fill a craving, and enjoy the flavor. Avoid crash diets. They're bad for your health, and you'll gain your weight back as soon as you stop them. Crash diets are not a solution to weight loss. You might lose a few pounds quickly, but the moment you give up the crash diet, your weight all comes back. Graze 5 to 6 times a day. Instead of sticking to just 3 meals a day, try grazing. Grazing means having 5 or 6 smaller meals instead of 3 large meals. It's an excellent way to have smaller quantities of food. Try breathing exercises. Breathing exercises can lead to weight loss. If you're doing the breathing exercises properly, you'll find that you can exert a lot of pressure on the muscles around the midsection. You can feel a tightening of these muscles each time you breathe in and breathe out. So breathe properly. It's good for you. Breathe in as strongly as you can. Tuck in your tummy as much as you can. Hold it for a few seconds and then slowly release your breath, taking care not to let out your tummy. Try to keep breathing like this for at least 50 to 60 times a day. After the first day, you should feel the muscles in your stomach tightening each time you do this. Practice this for 20 days. At the end of the 20th day, you'll have lost at least an inch. Try yoga. Yoga is one of the best ways of losing weight. One of the benefits of yoga is that you'll learn to control virtually every muscle and every joint in your body, so the issue of weight gain will cease to exist. If you have a sitting job, stand up and stretch every half hour. Most jobs today are sitting jobs that are sedentary. By stretching every half hour, you help your body stay awake and your metabolism running, which helps burn fat. Develop a habit of chewing all your food, including liquid food and soft foods like sweets and ice cream, at least 8 to 12 times. This is essential to add saliva to the food as it starts the digestion process. Smoking is bad for weight loss. Smoking may not contribute to weight loss, but the smoking leads to other conditions like erratic eating behaviors and excessive dependence on things like coffee. If you hate running, remember, you do not have to run a marathon to stay fit. 10 minutes of cardio every day is good enough for most people. If you can't run, try walking. 15 minutes of brisk walking a day is enough to keep most people fit. Lean against the wall with your hands flat against the wall and your face very close to the wall. Use your hands to push your body away from the wall. It resembles a stand-up push-up, and it's easier than lying on the floor. If you have a dog, take it for a run. Let the dog lead you on. You'll be surprised how much exercise you get. Animals are sensible enough to know that they need a lot of exercise, so let your animal walk you, and before you know it, you'll be running. When nobody's watching, try doing pelvic gyrations. Your midsection gets the least bit of exercise, so excess weight tends to settle there. Stomach crunches might be too strenuous an exercise to start off with, but gyrations are relatively mild. Pelvic gyrations make you thrust your midsection towards all directions, and this way it's the best way of tightening every muscle in that area. Check your weight before you start a training routine and keep checking for changes, but do not expect a radical drop immediately. It might be a couple of weeks before you notice some change. However, it is crucial that you continue to monitor your weight. As you're losing fat weight, you're gaining muscle mass, so your overall weight may not change as dramatically as you'd like it to. Your size, however, will decrease, so measure your body regularly too. Undress and stare at yourself in front of the mirror. If what you see displeases you, then you have more reason to work out. Turn on your side and get a good view of your side profile. This is an excellent way of checking whether you have a tummy that's starting to bulge or has already bulged. Eating a balanced diet and increasing your physical activity will help you reduce your weight. Drink extra water each day and ensure that you're eating fruit and vegetables, and you'll begin to see results very quickly.